Yes, people, welcome to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, hosted by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I'm also joined by my fellow co-host, JV. JV, what you telling me? You good first and foremost?
Yeah, good man, good. Nice to be back. You know what I'm saying? For ManDem United, let's get it going.
Yeah, man, let's get going. Obviously, a big game coming up. One of the biggest games in recent times with Manchester United. The ability to go, we have the chance to go top of the league for the first time, I believe, in 8 years. Somebody tweeted out. You know what I'm saying? The first time in 8 years. That's a long time to have not been top of the table. So, of course, you can tell I'm gassed. Look at the smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? I can't. If we go top of the league tonight, Lord of mercy, like, the propaganda, you get me, and the banter is gonna be fever pitched. You know what I'm saying? From me alone. Big up everybody who is locked in. On your way in, please subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. But with no further ado, obviously, this is ManDem United, big shows, big Manchester United game. So it's only right we got a big guest. We got a mammoth guest, you know what I'm saying? Radio broadcaster, you know what I'm saying? From radio broadcasters to a radio broadcaster, and he's on a bigger scale than us. You get what I'm saying? Out here, capital extra, man like Rob. Yes, Rob,
Hey, yo. Yeah, no, that intro is 30, boy. 30. You've even got me feeling myself a little bit.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
What's
man.
happening,
You gotta
boys?
do intros right. Yo, man, first and foremost, blessed for coming on. And it's only right we introduce guests over here correctly. We only have big guests on this show. You get what I'm saying? So we appreciate
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
No,
You know,
thank you
I know
for
how
having
busy
me,
you are.
man.
Anytime, man, innit? Anytime you want to jump over here, just message me and it's done. You already know what it is. Anytime.
You're going to regret that. Your phone's going to be popping off. I'm like, yo, when am I jumping on?
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Yeah.
I want to see that. But yeah, let's get into it anyway. Big up everyone. We'll start with you, Rob. How are you looking at today's game away at Burnley? Are you nervous? Are you confident? How do you see it impacting the Liverpool game, win, lose, or draw? Let us know.
I think, I want to make them outlandish statements. I want to be that guy, innit? And sort of in my heart, I want to say this week is going to be a defining week in our season. But on the flip side, we've let ourselves down so many times. So I can't even say that. We could come through this week, 6 points, and I still don't feel comfortable to say that. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, I get what you're saying.
What I would love from this perspective is, this is like, there's pressure, there's eyes on it to go top. Obviously, it's not the end of the season or whatnot. I want them to have the mental strength to go and do the job. Because I feel like the mental strength is not letting us go past these semi-finals. Some of these games we're not kicking on. So I want us to have the mental strength to just do it tonight. Liverpool's a different game.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm with that as well. Like the Burnley game, I think has massive, obviously a game before a major Liverpool game always has a massive impact. But I think because of how close we are in the league, could increase or decrease the pressure on Manchester United. Like say we go to Burnley and win, that increases the pressure already to me on Liverpool. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like because we'd be 3 points clear. They're the favourites anyway. They're the defending champions. Whereas if we don't win and we go their level, it eases the pressure. I still think more of the pressure's on Liverpool anyway. Because we're not supposed to be in this situation. We're not supposed to be in a title race. But we are. I've said this before. Do I believe Manchester United are currently in a title race? 1000%. But in my heart of hearts, do I believe Manchester United can win the title with this manager? I don't think so. So that's why I'm just enjoying it while it lasts. And like I said at the very top of the show, if we go top of the league today, like my timeline is going to be full of propaganda.
100%.
It's only right because I don't know when
it's going to happen.
Yeah? Go on.
Do you know where it is as well? Because since Ole's come in here, he's pushed this agenda of we need to be winning titles. This is like all the players in all the interviews where Man United should be at this club. We should be there. We should be there. Now is the time for us to see if they truly believe that in their heart, if that makes sense. Because now is when you make that statement of what you've been putting in your post and pre-match interviews and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Nah, that's facts. Nah, it's facts. JV, what's your thoughts on it? How are you looking at this Burnley game tonight? Are you nervous? You confident going in? How do you see it impacting the Liverpool game, etc.?
I'm actually quite confident. I'm fairly confident. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how Burnley stay, where they're just tough and rigid and all of them things. But I ain't really looking for us. Like Martial's got a good record there. You know what I'm saying? Like I think like 3 or 4 games he scores. Might not be on top of the world at the moment, but we know what he's capable of. Cavani's coming back. If you look at the last game, it wasn't the best game, but the good note to take from that is that many of the players who start tonight weren't involved there. So maybe that malaise and that little bit of just that bit of what we had in the last game won't be there tonight. You get what I'm saying? I think we've got to make a statement with this game. This has got to be like, okay, we've been away for a while now. You know what I'm saying? All you other teams have had your time to shine, to play in the playground, but we're back now. Give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? We need to be like the year 11s, fam. You know what I'm saying? We need to just step on this pitch tonight like we're the year 11s, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
That's how I want to see it. Yeah, man. That's how we gotta go. That's how we gotta go, Rob. We gotta show them. We've got to, like you said, we've got to make a statement. Did you really believe what you were saying when we should be challenging titles, or was this just some propaganda to get a good performance out of, man? Do you get what I'm saying? So it's one of them. For me, we've clearly got to make a big statement. I'm looking at 3-4-5-0 tonight, and I'm looking.
Whoa.
It's got to be that, you know, because if we do that, think of it. If we do that, the message what sends to everyone else. The message what I send to everyone else is, yo, these men are in business. Do you know what I'm saying?
But are we them guys though? Today's gonna be. I'm gonna realize, are we them guys or not? You know, I can't lie. I'm on the fence today.
It's one of them, innit? You know what? This is I was having this conversation earlier, Rob, and I was saying this. I could fully imagine us getting beat tonight and actually beating Liverpool. I could imagine.
Exactly.
That would be like the most classic Ole thing to do.
100%.
Nothing's a shock with us. You never know what you're gonna get. I could see us losing to Burnley and then winning at Anfield, but I can also see us winning tonight and getting beat at Anfield. I can see us drawing both games. There's nothing out of the realms of possibility. Yeah, go on, JV.
This is what I was speaking about with my brethren in work, and he's saying, even if we beat them tonight and then lose to Liverpool, we're still back in this same scenario of being behind them. And he said that's not actually a bad scenario. Do you get what I'm saying? So it could get to the case where we're waiting for someone else to take points off them, but then we are not the ones who have the pressure to capitalize on that. It's not like right now, it's up to us to make sure we get ahead of Liverpool. We could kind of get it handed to us later on in the season if we're still in this position. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, we just got to make a statement tonight because these men are already scared of man. Man are talking from 5 years worth of penalty records. So they're more than phased. When your manager's talking about you've had more penalties than me in 5 years, you actually went and did your research on that. That's sad, bro. You should have researched our tactics or something, or you should have researched how to get your players back fitter quicker. Or there's a lot they've done constructively with his time than to Google Manchester United penalties since 2015. So I'll leave it to it.
What's so crazy about what Klopp said is, I've said this before, United in the position we're in, the ability to go top or clear at the table by 3 points. And it doesn't matter if you're a Manchester United fan, it doesn't matter if you're a rival fan. Nobody is taking us seriously as title contenders apart from Klopp. He's the only man I've seen who is legit concerned by this, which baffled me, because if I'm Klopp, I'm looking at Manchester City and being like, they've got their defense sorted. If they get their attack sorted, they've been our biggest rivals anyway over the past 3 years. They've cost us 1 league. They beat us to 2 league titles. We won the one last year. Why are you concerned about Manchester United and Ole? I know United have individual brilliance, but if I'm go on.
Do you know why I think he's so bothered about us? Because I think in his heart of hearts, he thinks he's got Pep's number. Yeah, I've got Pep, and that's what I think.
You reckon so?
Yeah, I think Klopp thinks I've got him. Because every time they've played him, in the most recent times, he's had the better of him, and I think it's how they took the league off him. You know, there was no comeback from City last year. I think he's looking at him like, I've already gone head to head with you, and your thing didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Your thing went pattern. I done what I needed to do. I think he honestly thinks he's got Pep's number. He's now looking at us like, whoa, this is a different proposition. Because although their manager isn't 10-10, they've definitely got players in their squad who are 10-10. It's like someone even said to me today, someone said, imagine if Liverpool got Bruno, they'd be absolutely clear. Do you get what I mean? And I think he's looking at these things. He's probably looking at Bruno like, I could do it. Even looking at things like a Cavani, like, I could have done with that off the bench. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think he looks at our squad. I think it's a thing of, he's looking at our squad thinking, someone could do a better job with this. Do you get what I'm saying? Or if these click, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, it's that thing that if they all turn up, we got a game on our hands, if that makes sense, you know? I feel Klopp would definitely feel that. I don't think he fears Man United, but the whole narrative of Liverpool, Man United, I think that's getting to him. And the fact that they've got a dip in form at the minute. Like, people are going to Liverpool thinking we can get something out. And I don't think he's experienced that since they became good, if that makes sense. So there's a few things that he's cautious of. I think deep down he knows he's the better manager. He's got the better squad. But the way he plays into the way Man United can beat them, if that makes sense. Because he's not leaving no man back. His wing backs are bombing forward all the time. And Man United have got that number. Yeah. So you've always got to be cautious of that, you know? So Klopp slyly knows that, I don't know, Ollie, sometimes when the luck's with him, he's probably looking at our last results and how we're just coming through. He knows that this is not a straightforward job when it's coming to United this time.
Yeah.
Nah, I get that, but then even if what we're saying is true and he's worried about Manchester United, the way that Manchester United plays into our hands, you don't come out and say that in the fashion he did it, because the way he did it as well, Manchester United didn't play that day. We didn't win a game that day. We didn't get a penalty that day. You drop points. United didn't even play that day and you drop points, yet you're talking about Manchester United. There was nothing penalty involved with us. So the fact you mentioned us on a day that Manchester United weren't playing, it's shown mad weakness. And with someone with Klopp's experience, Klopp's caliber, this is a man who's won the Champions League and the Premier League in the past 2 years. It just seemed like a very rookie error. I understand that he's rattled because they've dropped points to the relegation, the teams fighting relegation, your West Broms, your Fulhams, etc. Obviously, they got beat. Then that game, they got beat by Southampton also. So yeah, it's nuts. Well. Yeah, it's crazy. But yo, you lot, get the likes up on the video, mods. You guys know I modded a load of people, so get the likes up on the video. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, where we'll get to some of the comments as well right now. RB says, big up Flawless and JV. Yo, big up. Big up Ryan, who says, great panel. Sentiment FC says, yo, big up every time. B says, yes, Rob. You know what I'm saying? You got fans out here, Rob. You know what I'm saying?
Rob, we got the same initials. I all thought it was me that was commenting.
Yo, big up Addis in it. He says, says, man. Big up to Rob. Man. Yeah, mate. And we all says, big up Flawless. Big up Flawless, more consistent than Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich been playing bad. A couple of people have said that. Love for that. Bayern Munich not been playing well recently or something?
Nah, they've been playing good. They lost the last game though. So
okay, that's what
you know what I'm saying.
That's what he's talking about. Like the video. Yes, listen to Anderson, who's a mod who says like the video. Kian says, yes, Rob, are you guys on Red Talk later? Yes, I will be on Red Talk later with rants. That's where man's at, match reactions and that. You know what I'm saying?
I might roll through late because it'll be after radio and stuff.
He'll be after radio. Yeah, man, you got radio stuff to do. National broadcaster. Yeah, of course, I thought we was big as our broadcasters, but you know, radio to radio is sick. You know what I'm saying?
We're local, my guy. We're local.
Nah, but we're all part of the ecosystem, fam. We're all part of the
ecosystem. Yo, big up Manny Good Vibes as well. The Don who says, yes, big up ManDem. Oyo, man like couple extra Rob Bruce. Yeah, big up. Make sure you lot subscribe to Manny Good Vibes, and if Manny's about, he will be on the watch along as well. We will be doing a watch along on this channel for the Burnley Manchester United game also. Jupe says big up. But yeah, you lot in the comments, give us your predictions. Let us know. What do you reckon? What do you reckon is going to happen? Do you see Manchester United winning? Are you confident? Are you not? Obviously, big up bits and bobs as well. You know what I'm saying, man? Like the video rapid, big up United Daily. Yo, love to everyone showing love. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. 187 Gangster Crip says big up Flawless JV, DJ Rob, salute my G's. Yeah, man, big up to everybody. Big up to everyone. Yeah, Klopp is rattled and it's weird to see. It is weird to see.
You know, with Klopp here, it's all too emotional over that side, man. It's too emotional. Just relax yourself, big man. You're the Premier League champions. You got a Champions League in your back. Like, relax, man.
I agree. He's way too emotional, and that's what made it weird. Go on.
I've got a feeling I know why he's so much like this, bro. Because he knows he's got that title by default. He knows he got that. That was.
You reckon so?
Yeah, man. He knows.
You've been on this, JB. Go on, elaborate on this.
Yeah, you have to think. He's someone who's around football so much. How many times is he been in his job as a manager? Yeah, and he's maybe trying to go for a league title or whatever, or he's in a good position, and it just falls off. But then if he really looks at last season, he got first, and then that was it. He got first early on, and it just never that mad challenge. You get what I'm saying? So it's
never had to fight for it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, all right then. Say you see a girl there, and you're thinking, yo, this girl's out of my league, and then you go, I'm gonna chance it. I'm just gonna approach. And man approaches, and she goes, okay, yeah, here's my number. You're like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's him with the league. He's wanted it for so long. Now he's got it. It's like, whoa, that was a bit easy. There must be more to this.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. That's a fantastic analogy. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's what I think, man. That's why I think he's so much like that.
This time, he's in a little bit more of a dog race because of the way the nature of the season is. You never know. He might be seeing something in training that is making him react like this in the public. He might know his boys are tired. He might not think the depth of squad is there like that, There's more to it. There's more to it. Because, come on, don't be scared of Man United. Come on. Europa League semi-finals, we don't even do that. We're out of the cups and that. Out of the Champions League. Relax, man.
And you know what it is? I've clocked it. This is what it is. Rob's right. He has seen something in training. It's the fact he had to play Henderson and Fabinho at centre-back.
At the back, you see?
At the back. He's probably thinking, there's no way these man, can't control a Rashford, a Martial, a Cavani, a Greenwood. You know what I mean? He's looking at our forward line. I think it's our forward line more than
forward line, man.
Like honestly,
forward line is ridiculous. Yeah,
I think he'd probably even look at Bruno. Like, you know what? I'll try and put one of my 5 centre midfielders around him. You know what I'm saying? And see what. But if his defense isn't up to scratch on that day, he knows he's in trouble. He knows. So he's just that penalty thing. You know what he did? Man just pre-booked that excuse. Man just, you know what I'm saying? He just booked that excuse. You get what I'm saying? If that one comes true now, it's looking like he's right. You know what I'm saying? It's looking like, oh, yeah, I was right, people.
That post-interview would be like, well, yes, I was saying a few weeks ago and people didn't want to believe me. But you see, when that penalty goes in, bro, we're beating Liverpool. This is even pissing me off. We're beating Liverpool, bro. Liverpool and Burnley.
Let's go, energy. All right, why are you so confident, Rob, that we're beating Burnley? And what I also want to ask is, what team do you want to see against Burnley? And then let me know the team you want to see against Liverpool as well.
Do you know what? It's a bit of a tricky one against Burnley. I think Pogba's got to play.
Okay.
I'm all hearing Harry Maguire's 1 yellow card away from missing the next game. And I think that could be a little bit mad. Like, as much as we get onto Harry, are we trying to see Eric and Lindelof together? I don't know if we're trying to see them together for Liverpool.
Maybe I don't want to see Lindelof anywhere. I don't want to see Lindelof.
Yeah, JP don't like Lindelof at all.
Nah, I want to see him.
Do you know what? I feel like Lindelof, he should have played defensive mid or something. Like, he's in between positions, bruv. Because you can't really play him right back. Like, centre back's not really for him. Or in a free at the back where you got a bit more time with the ball. You can pass
free works.
Yeah.
He could be the defensive midfielder we've been searching for. I'm not even joking.
Here's the thing, though, he's a squad player, fam. To me, I've put him in that McTominay bracket. The fact that he's playing week in, week out is showing his deficiencies, and that's why fans get onto him. You know what I'm saying?
He's a centre-back version of Dan James. He shouldn't be playing.
That's too strong. That's too strong. Yeah. That's too strong.
That's how I see him, bro.
He's a centre-back version of McTominay. He's McTominay. That's what I would say in it. Like, these men shouldn't be starting week in, week out. If Lindelof was fourth choice for Manchester United as a centre-back, people ain't having these conversations. If McTominay is fourth choice for United playing midfield, we ain't having these conversations. It's the fact we see these men week in, week out. These men are getting the most minutes on the pitch, back-to-back appearances, and you see these men's deficiencies in that. Ashley Young was like that. Ashley Young was decent for certain games. He come and play against Liverpool, ironically, and pocket a Mo Salah. pocket a Mo Salah, but then we'd play, I don't know, a Bournemouth, and this guy would make 2-3 mistakes for goals. And it's like that's where the issue lies. You get what I'm saying? And that. But yeah, man, that's how I look at it. He shouldn't be.
Why do you think he loves Lindelof and Harry? Do you think because he's scared Eric's going to get injured, or is Eric literally not his first choice?
I don't think Baye is his first choice. I don't think he
really.
I don't think he is.
Here's the thing, but I think it sums up Ole in terms of, I've said this before about him and I say this again, he's just not good enough at the job. So the fact he's not good enough at the job, he's going to make incorrect decisions. Why you see Maguire and Lindelof and think that works, I don't know. How long do you have to see this for you to think these men ain't the perfect four for each other? Maguire looks, I actually rate Maguire, but whether you rate him or not, one thing we can't dispute is he looks better next to Baye. He looks better next to
100%. Baye makes everyone look better next to him.
Yeah. This is the whole point, no, because Maguire's biggest weakness is pace. So the common sense thing to do is put pace next to him. But then you've got Lindelof next to him, who's not good enough. You've got Shaw next to him, who's not good enough. Last season, De Gea was terrible, and we didn't have a DM in front of him. Yet everybody will criticize Maguire and say Maguire's good, but look at the pieces around him. But he looks so much better next to Maguire. When Tellez plays, he looks so much better. Now De Gea's been better this season, he looks better also. It's like, just play pace next to Maguire. So he can step out, because one thing I do like about Maguire is he's very confrontational, and that's why I dislike a lot about Lindelof. He's very passive.
He's very you don't passive. Want it. You don't want that. You don't want that last minute clamping tackle.
Yes, he's never on this. He's never on the scene. Like for instance, the tackle where everybody hooked Baye. Lindelof's never making that tackle.
Bro, I'm telling you now, if that's Lindelof, that shot goes top bin.
Yes.
Flies in, bro. And the joke is, it will fly in, and Lindelof will make sure that by the time the ball's in the net and everyone's looking around, he's the furthest away.
Well, honestly, the responsibility, that guy's not responsible.
Yeah.
He's not responsible.
Every time we concede a goal, he's in a fullback position. He's trying to get away from the blame.
Yeah. And here's the thing, because Maguire's not quick enough, the tackle that Baye made, I could see Maguire trying to make that tackle, but because he's not as quick as Baye, he wouldn't get there. But if that's going in and the still shot is Maguire sliding in trying to block it, everyone will be like, that's Maguire's fault. It's like, no, that's one thing I rate about Maguire is whether it's his mistake or it's not his mistake. When United can see goals, he's always on the scene. He's always trying to prevent it and atone for it. But so a lot of the time in the still shots, he's there because he's trying to defend. Whereas when you talk about Lindelof's never there. It's rare he's there.
Harry used to frustrate me a bit, but I'm sort of changing my view to it. It's like, if you buy a certain player, you got to play around them. Like, there's no point in signing Peter Crouch or Andy Carroll and trying to play one-touch, two-touch football. Put the ball in the box, let them get their head on it. If you got Harry Maguire and pace is not his thing, you got to put the pieces next to him as well, man. And that Victor Harry piece to the puzzle, it's just not clicking, man.
No,
it's not clicking. And here's the thing is, how long do you have to see this in games? And you see these men in training, and we know how good our attack is. So I know when you have Rashford, Cavani now, Greenwood, Martial, Bruno and Pogba all attacking against, I know these men get done in training.
Yeah,
I know these men get done in. I know these men get done in training, and that's not no disrespect to them. But I'm saying, all right, let's put pace around it. Let's help, like you said, the pieces to the puzzle. So I don't understand what he sees, but then we see him in. I was very critical about Ole in the semi-final because he might as well have been on the watch along with us because he did nothing to impact that game. He brought on Greenwood with 10 minutes ago, as per usual, and it's a regular occurrence. It's a regular thing. But all that being said, we could go top of the league. So that's where I give Ole credit for in terms of the squad. I say this all the time. I like the squad Manchester United currently have. I like who he's sold and got rid of. I like who he's brought in. I look at this team and I'm like, we can do something. And there's a reason that we can go clear at the top of the table tonight. And the players deserve credit for that. And Ole deserves credit for that. But it's even if you look at
two things. I got two things here. Two things. First of all, we'll come back to the lineup, but have we progressed under Ole? Have we progressed?
I would say yes, because if I said to you a year ago, come January 2021, we'll be joint top with Liverpool, you would have smacked the dust off my face. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You'd be like, yo, what's up with my man? What you been drinking? You'd think, you'd think something's up with me. So just for that alone, and the squad, actually, if you look at the squad, what we have now to the one he inherited, just for that, I'd say we have progress. In terms of playing style and everything like that, maybe not. But I think he's done. I think he's done one of the pieces of what we've needed to get back to where we are. So he's got out the dead wood and he's left us with a good squad. The next guy can come and implement a playing style because he's now got a platform because he's got the players. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I'd say just based on that. But if we're talking about how we actually play as a team and everything like that, it's probably a no because a lot of it is just individual brilliance. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's one of them.
That's it. I would say I would agree with you on that in terms of have we improved in terms of results? Yes, because we can go top of the league for the first time in 8 years. It's looking like we're going to finish for the first time in the top 4 back-to-back seasons. That's improvement. The squad is definitely improved. Like I said, I like this squad. This is why I'm critical of him because I'm like, you have the talent to do more and implement styles. But then in terms of the football, no. And then if you look at the managers previous to him, the bar's on the floor. So if he couldn't not progress. We couldn't go backwards. We hit the ball with Mourinho, Van Gaal, because Van Gaal, even though his football, he had a style, it was boring. We all know what Mourinho's like.
That was tough.
It was boring. It was tough. We know what Mourinho's like, and Moyes to me shouldn't have got the job in the first place, innit? If we want to go get an Everton manager, go get the one they've got now, innit? If we're gonna nick their manager, go get that one. You know what I'm saying? Go get Ancelotti, because then we're having a different conversation to me. But in terms of so I can't say we haven't progressed, but I don't think we've progressed as much as we can. Because people try
as much as we could as well.
Yeah, people kind of misconstrue that and be like, "Oh, we've improved under Ole," and I'm like, "Yes, we have, but we could have improved further." People say we can go 3 points clear at the top. That's improvement, yes. But if you look at, we've drew 3 games, we've lost 3 games. Take away the Spurs loss, every other loss and draw we've had, the manager's played a big part in that. Yes. At home to Crystal Palace loss. Big part on the manager. The loss at home to Arsenal, big on the manager. The draw away to Leicester, that's big on the manager. Who else did we do? The draw at home to Chelsea, that's big on the manager. So it's like, I can't remember the other draw. Who's the other draw we've had? I know it was a silly draw as well. So it's like, if you turn...
You said Chelsea?
Chelsea, the Chelsea draw, the Leicester draw, and I can't remember who else the other one was. But even if you look at the Chelsea and Leicester draws, it's like, it's nuts. You look at the Arsenal loss, you look at the Crystal Palace loss. It's like, all right, change 2 of our losses into wins. We're 6 points clear right now.
It's crazy.
With a game in hand.
It's crazy. So then are we where we are because of our own doing, or is it the league's doing?
Mix. It's both. I've said
because that's why I'm trying not to get too gassed. And you know me, I'm ready to get all the way gassed, bruv. You know.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. It's that I said it about the league this year. It's weird. Do you get what I'm saying? It makes no sense. Everything what would normally happen isn't happening, and I'd say that's played a big factor in it. But the funny thing, what I think is, it's played a big factor so far, but it could actually play a bigger factor in our favor because the ordinary is not happening this year. Do you get what I'm saying? So if come May, this Ole dude has got that trophy in his hand, no one can say, like, you can't say you didn't expect it because you know this year's you know the league's mad. Anything could happen. I could literally see someone down in 3rd or 4th, maybe even winning the league. It doesn't really make any sense this year. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like Liverpool have lost their best player, lost how many matches, been that bad, and they're still at the top. Do you get what I'm saying?
Top, yeah.
In any other year, that drops them down to about 3rd or 4th. Do you get what I
think when their players start coming back, they're gonna have a strong second half of the season. You know.
Yes.
So on the flip side, we need 6 points from these 2 games. We just to give us a little bit of a breather because you don't know when that breather is gonna be done, man.
Yeah, you never know when it's gonna be done. But this is why I'm enjoying our time in the spotlight because, like I said, do I believe we can win this league title? No, and that's simply because of the manager. So this is why I'm going to enjoy it. I want to be wrong, though. I hope that Ole picks up this league title. My ideal scenario is Ole to win the league title and then get me middle fingers to everybody who doubted him and then resign. That's what I want him to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, that's what I'm hoping for. And then also as well, because we spoke on it, because JV, you mentioned it there. If Ole wins the league ahead of Pep and Klopp, that's the biggest upset in Premier League history to me.
Yeah, football's finished.
Give him the contract. If Oli wins this league, he's gonna do a sort of stretch that Alex Ferguson did. They're never gonna get rid of it. He is there. Just do the long-term thing. Say, look, this is yours. This is your club now.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is, what that would do is, I've spoke on this, I'm going to speak on this more in depth. If it does happen, even though I don't believe, what a stain that leaves on Pep and Klopp if they get beat to a league title by Oli. Because they've been beaten league titles by others. Go on, JV.
Nah, it's right what you're saying. It's like, I was just going to say, my man Pep's been beat to a league title by a Mourinho. You know what I'm saying? That's still, at that time, that's a stellar name in football. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Klopp's lost to Bayern, like peak Bayern, you know what I'm saying? Bro, if you lose to this guy, after you've been telling me this guy's so dead, you man might have to resign. You know what I'm saying? You man might have to be the one to resign. Because there's no way in hell that there's no way that these men should even lose a match to him. And I honestly believe that.
You know what I mean? And you see Oli, as much as I give him stick, as much as I'm Oli out, whatnot, blah, blah, I want him to turn it. Like, I want him to slap me in the face with his results. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I want to humbly stand there and just let him slap me when he does the job. And to everyone else that's been doubting him, me included, because it must be mad pressure on him as well. Just imagine him going into a room with Pep and Klopp. He'll say, Klopp, get my drinks from the bar, bruv. Pep, go shop. Go get me some Kit Kat from the shop and come back. Like, I would love for him to be able to do this, you know, because a lot of people are onto him, me included.
Yes. Yeah. But the thing is, the reason why you're onto him, Rob, the reason why I'm onto him, the reason why JV is onto him, because we see the deficiencies. For all the improvement we've made, it doesn't mean you can't improve further. Like I said, yes, facts. we could go clear at the top of the league. Do I expect Manchester United to win today? Yes, because we have a better team than Burnley, and I always predict us to win matches simply because of the attacking caliber that we have. Again, I'll say this: do I expect us to stay there? No. I still think it's between City and Liverpool. They're the two teams I think will win the league. If it's not City, it's Liverpool. If it's not Liverpool, it's City. All that being said, though, of course, as a Manchester United fan, I'm not interested in being on his mic and being right. I want to be wrong. I want everything that all the Ole say to him about him is to be correct. Just so I can jump, because you know how unbearable I'm going to be tonight if Manchester United go top. Imagine we win the league. Don't talk to me for 2 years. Imagine we win the league. It's over. You know what? That'll probably be the first 24-hour live stream, just a straight party. Get me for 24 hours at night. Straight, just put the link out. Everyone's going to be joining in on a level. You could see it. True. You know how, because I've said this before, and I love our fan base on social media, the majority of anyway. We are the most shameless fan base, and I love it. And I can't wait for us, if we do go top tonight, to see the celebrations come out, just because we wind people up so much. And I love it. Like, I think there was a tweet that I seen on social media, and someone said, most Manchester United fans don't believe we can win the league. We're just enjoying being in the race and potentially going top of the league. And I think that's it. I just like the fact I'm not talking about... I'm just liking the fact that I'm not talking about Manchester United being 15th, 16th. You know what I'm saying? Like certain clubs were a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying not being 8th and 7th. I'm enjoying being able to go back and forth with Liverpool. When Liverpool and City fans, when I'm talking to them in the past, I've had to shut up. I got nothing.
Yeah, bro, it's nailed that. That innit? I got nothing. Man's not been getting it up like man. The big dog just said years back. You know what I'm saying?
But I can't do nothing. What can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I say to them when they've been the ones competing for the top prizes and we've been struggling and getting beat in semi-finals and all that? Yo, big up my Don Jody in the what's it called in the chat also. Big up Carefree Lewis who's saying come on Burnley and that in it. Oh yeah,
King Troll, you know. King
Troll. Big up Lewis. You can catch him on here on Agenda FC as well. You get me? Little exclusive for you lot. He's officially a part of Agenda FC with myself and Tox. You know what I'm saying? You can catch that on Fridays. Manny says 20 likes. Yo, look at the lineup, man. I told you I keep giving you better daily lineups on this channel than your barbers. You know what I'm saying? And your barbers are closed, so you ain't getting these lineups anywhere else. And where else you getting? You get me, myself, JV, and where else you getting? Couple of extra broadcasters. You get me, national. Let's go.
We hear that.
Out here, innit? So on to the Liverpool game, because I think the Burnley game we're all fairly confident.
I'm trying to see Twanzebe tonight, though.
You want to see?
I think I'm trying to see. This might be a bit mad, but I think I'm trying to see Twanzebe right back. Have Wan-Bissaka have a rest, so he's just fresh for Liverpool. Although he didn't play last game, he can do the two. I wouldn't mind seeing Twanzebe right back, because obviously they got that aerial threat in it. They got that aerial
They
threat,
do have
so we
the
need something
aerial
to
threat.
sort of.
True.
And I don't think Wan-Bissaka's too strong.
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
That's a very valid point. So that being said, then Rob, because you mentioned Maguire being a yellow card away from suspension, but the aerial threat, we know Maguire is good in the air.
Good at, yeah.
Do you
Ollie's
play
already
Maguire?
said Maguire. Yeah, Ollie's already said he's 100% playing, so we just take Maguire's in the squad. I just don't know if we play Eric today. It's either Axel plays centre back, Wan-Bissaka plays, or Victor has to play, and we keep Eric fresh for Liverpool because I don't know how mad that injury was.
I'm going. Well, it's 5. I'm going Axel, Maguire, and Wan-Bissaka. I get what you're saying because Maguire. I mean, Bissaka's not the best in the air, but I don't want to see Lindelof today. I would play Matic. Yeah. If I remember correctly, when we won there last season, Matic played and he played well.
Yeah.
So Matic
being inside when we go there. I think that's probably one of the Matic. Yeah. One of the matches he's going to play. Yeah.
That's a Matic game. But again, if we go there and play on, obviously you need to be wary of Burnley and what they possess, but go there and treat Burnley like Burnley.
Yeah,
they're relegation. They're battling relegation for a reason. Yes, be aware and put your pieces in place to defend against them, but go there and put them on the back foot. Yeah, we can go top of the league. You know what I'm saying? They need the points to get clear of the relegation.
And we never take the front foot. We always react to the other squad. So it'll be lovely to see us just go out somewhere, take the front foot, and do the job.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. I can imagine Matic and Scott playing though. I can't imagine him playing Fred.
You know what? I don't mind that though. If he actually does go Matic and McTominay, I know our fan base will be up in arms, but McTominay in this type of game makes sense. But then again, it depends on how are you trying to play. Yeah, because to me, if you're playing on the front foot, Donny could play. If you want to play on the front foot and attack, because it is 5 days. Yeah, we don't play them till Sunday, so we got 5 days.
Yeah, we got time.
So it's time. It's not like it's a 3 day. It's a 2-3 day rest period. Go on, JV.
The only reason I might not start Donny, you know what? He could play, and I would actually do it, but I wouldn't be too adverse if he didn't, because this is going to be one of them games where it's a battle. The middle of the park is a battle. It's not going to, you know what I mean? It's not going to be you control the game by passing. This is going to be I control the game by taking it off you and I keep it. That's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try take the ball off us and then keep it for a bit and then try hurt us. Probably try to get a set piece and hurt us, innit? Do you get what I mean? So that's where the Matic has to play, just for the height from the corners, and they've not got pace. So Matic is, you know what I mean? You might as well say Matic is 6 years younger because he's playing a team with no pace. So him not having pace ain't going to affect him. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, I just think it's got to be one of them where he's got to really think hard. I think he needs to think long and hard about his.
Yeah, same here.
Definitely,
I think this is a harder selection to get than the Liverpool one.
Yes,
in some ways.
Ooh, okay,
definitely.
I get what you're saying.
You know what it is? How I'm thinking is because I already called this anyway. I said Bailly will get injured because he'll play him that last match. I said he was going to play Bailly the last match and get him injured. So for me, as much as I don't like Lindelof has to start tonight. I think he's got to rest Maguire. Because I think he's got to rest Maguire. I think if Maguire starts, we all know Maguire will get a yellow card. The type of game which he has, it's a rough and rugged game that he likes. That he's going to be against them Chris Wood and them man all night. You know what I mean?
Okay. One thing I will say to that though is Lindelof. Even though Liverpool obviously have a better attack than Burnley, is Lindelof not better suited to dealing with Liverpool's attack than Burnley's attack?
Nah.
No,
Mane will put him in his back pocket. Mane will put him in his lunchbox and take him to school, bruv. I'm scared for Lindelof against Liverpool.
He will do that even though Mane is not up against him, but then you could say the same. The reason why I'm bringing up the question is Chris Wood and Barnes and them, man. They want Lindelof playing.
Oh, yeah, they do. But they want Lindelof I would rather play Lindelof against Wood and Thingy than Salah and Mane and Jota or whoever. Do you get what I'm saying? Because Lindelof could come through this game, Thingy. But if Lindelof is the main centre-back against Liverpool, bro.
It's mad.
There you go. See how I left that silent?
It's mad. Because I just thought about it, I thought about it and I had a mini nightmare in that little part. Like I just envisioned so many things going wrong. Eric's got to play that game, and I don't know, it's going to be interesting if we lose Harry Maguire for Liverpool. Because a lot of people are onto Harry, but let's come and see a squad without him. against
Yeah.
Liverpool now,
for the
and
longest
how we're gonna
time.
look. You know, I'm even deep in it. If we're gonna look like Eric and Victor at the back, it's not looking as solid from the back no more.
There you go.
Here's the thing. What I would rather see, say Maguire does play and he gets suspended, I'd rather see a centre back pairing of Axel and Bailly if we're going away to Anfield. I'd prefer to see that. To me, that's better. Or if he really wanted to change it, and he could go with the back three. I'm a fan of the back three for Manchester United. Anyway,
I think he will.
That's what's best suited for our squad. So
I think we will go back against Liverpool. Yeah, I think we might even. You never know. He could even do one of them where he tries it tonight in preparation for that game. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's one of them for me. Really, it could go.
The thing is,
the way
you could go. I don't mind it because then what I like about the back three is then there's no excuse not to play Bruno, Pogba, and Donny because you now have an extra defender in there. That's my biggest issue is they'll play the back three, which I don't mind, but then he'll play with the two DMs. I'm like, no, the whole point of having an extra centre back is it gives you you don't need you can play with one DM. You know what I'm saying? Because you still got that solid base. So to me, I'd love to see us to go Anfield and play with a back three and see Pogba, Bruno, and Donny all in the lineup. Love it.
You see,
do I believe it will happen? Go on.
Last couple of times we played Liverpool, have we gone with a back five, back three?
Last season at their ground at Anfield.
Yeah, I remember, and we were closing them up quite high. I feel the reason I don't want us to go with a back five this time round because I feel like Liverpool know how to play against us when we do that. The same way City now, you know, we gave City a few games, we were beating City. Now they've gone back to the drawing board. This is how they beat us. It's not happening again. So we need to sort of come with something fresh and maybe go on the front foot. Like we went to City with the four at the back and we were pressing them high. I don't think they expected that. But then during the game management, they figured out how to play around it. So I feel like we can't go into the Liverpool game thinking the same way that where did we draw with them last year? Was it at Old Trafford?
At Old Trafford, yeah.
Old Trafford.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, we might have played a back three against them. Was it at OT as well? I can't remember, Someone in the comments.
We did as well, actually. I think we did as well.
Yeah, and it worked well.
I think so. It worked well. But I think this year, nobody's trying to let Ole give them a banana skin again, if that makes sense. But that's just me, just me speculating in it.
I hear you. You see where I'm thinking?
Sorry, JV. I just got a big Will on the super chat. That's all. Salute to Will on the super chat. You hear me? And we'll get into the comments.
Imagine. Imagine.
The super chats. Make sure you keep sharing this, man. Look at the conversation in it. Like I'm saying, the lineups we continue to give you. Keep sharing it. We got over 30 people watching. Let's get over 30 likes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, hit the notification bell. So Will here says, imagine if Ole bottles it. And then he's put 2 laughing faces, #Ole in. Obviously, for those that don't know, Will is a Chelsea fan. One thing I will say about this bottle in word is this is where I defend Ole because I don't believe Ole bottles it. And the reason why, because I look at the definition, and when I say someone's bottled, it means you have the skill set to do it, but mentally you fell off. To me, Ole doesn't have the skill set to do it. So I can't say he's bottling it. To me, he's reaching his ceiling. His ceiling, to me, is 3rd place finishes in the Premier League and semi-finals. That's what I believe him at his very best he can get. But that's just me, though. So that's why I can't say he's bottling it. So the whole bottling it, it's funny from rival fans, but I personally don't believe he's bottling it because he doesn't have the skill set and the ability to do it. If this was a better manager doing it, if this is Ancelotti we're talking about, then I could say he's bottling it. Because you've been here, done this before, Klopp, the same.
You've got that experience,
You get what I'm saying? And that type of thing. You've had that experience. We've seen you do this. We know you have the talent to do this. All he's shown us nothing to pretty much. That's ever convinced. Even people who are Ole in don't believe Ole can win a league title.
Yes. You can only bottle something you should be doing.
This is it. Even people who support this man don't believe he can win us a league title. I was talking to my pops about it. And even he was saying, he was like, yeah, I love Ole because of what he did in 99, blah, blah, blah. Is he the man to win us a league title? No. But I ain't going to say Ole out because of what he's done. So I'm like, fair enough. And that's most Ole fans. 99% of Ole fans are like that. Yeah, go on, fam.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, even his wife don't believe he can do it. And that's he's supposed to be a number 1 fan, dude, boy. There's no one. The only person who believes he can do it is his gran. His gran or someone like that. Your gran will believe in you to the
grandmas will always believe in you.
Facts.
Somewhere in Norway, I don't know why I did a Caribbean accent. Because
that's what from the Caribbean accent, man. Because you're
his gran will be somewhere supporting him, wherever she is in Norway. Like, him can do it. You know what I'm saying? So, It's one of them, innit? Like, that's the only person right now on this earth who believes it. Klopp's just scared because he knows that he got his thing, you know what I'm saying? A bit fugazi, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is with Klopp. That's the only reason Klopp's bothered. If Klopp smacked up City last season on the way to getting the title and properly did it away with them, he would not be bothered about us one bit.
Bothered at all.
You get what I'm saying? So that for me, with the whole bottling things, it's spot on, flawless. You can only bottle something you're supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. He's not supposed to be here, so he can't be bottling it. Do you get what I'm saying? He's not invited. He wasn't invited to this party. You get what I'm saying? No. He's found his way in.
Yeah, somehow he snuck in. Somehow he snuck in, man.
Well, Oli, he was the +1, fam. He was the plus.
Yeah. Nah,
you know, his name ain't on the list, but it's a number. Next thing you know, that's the one getting the most smashed at the party.
There you go. He went through the manager's office and found an old Fergie ID. You know what I'm saying? That's how he got into the bouncer. Showed the bouncer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, he shouldn't be here. So he can't bottle it. I honestly think even if he loses this now, and we finish second in the league, check this, even if we actually finish third in the league, it's progression still, because we've actually sat at the table. We sat at the table, even if it was for a hot sec, and man said, yo, little man, you know, the little boys' table down there. You know what I'm saying? even if that happens, we still got to sit at the table. Whereas last season and the season before, we was admiring that table. Do you understand what I'm saying? We was looking at like, oh, yo, what that man doing up there? You know what I'm saying? But now we're there. So even if he finishes third, it's actually still a progression. It's not what we would want to see as fans. And many people will be pulling their hair out right now that I'm saying that. But if you really
be realistic, in it.
Yeah, it is, because we've got a better squad. We finished in a better position. Maybe not Europe, maybe not a trophy, but as a team, we've progressed. So for me, he's got to really, and that's a perfect roundup to say what Rob said at the start. How much do you believe in what you've been saying? You know what I mean? That's what it all comes down to with Ole. How much do you really believe? Because remember at the start when he first took over, all he ever said is, we're Manchester United Football Club. We're Manchester United Football Club.
Your mama sounded like Saeed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he was on that Saeed vibe and that. It's Manchester United Football Club. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what used to piss me off as well, because it's one thing saying it, and I know people believe in the speaking into existence and stuff like that, but there comes to a point where you got to execute what you're saying, man. It gets to a point where the words are not enough. Like, how can we be down the table and you're telling me we're Manchester United Football Club? What does that even mean if you're not producing? You know. Yeah. And now is the time. Let us just taste this number one, that top spot on the Premier League, and then we pick up again from Sunday.
Yeah. You know the funny thing is,
go on, JV.
No, it's a quick one. It's telling man we're a Manchester United Football Club, a Manchester United Football Club. But if you're Scott McTominay, or Marcus Rashford, or someone like Greenwood, you could say that sentence there to Greenwood, and that means absolutely nothing, because you have to remember Greenwood's not seen it. No, honestly, Greenwood has not seen it. He's too young.
That's
so now you have to build on that. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Because you can say that to Matic, you can say that to Mata, you can say that to these men who are old enough to remember. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you're saying that to a Greenwood, that means nothing. You're not going to do anything for a Brandon Williams. I think Brandon Williams remembers the last when we won the Champions League, and I remember reading about it also, and I think he was 6 or 7 or something mad like that. So even at 6, at 7, he's seeing that on telly. He's still not taking it in properly.
Yeah. He missed a big chunk of the success.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? If you just see our last Champions League, that's kind of like the end. That's towards the end of the Fergie story. Do you get what I'm saying? So he's literally not digesting all of that properly. It's like if you was to show me a Brian Robson and them, man. I'm 31, bro. I can't tell you about them, man. I can't digest that. You have to show
remember the last bit. Remember the last bit of them, man. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
I remember someone trying to tell me about Brian McClare. It was a top striker, but my remembering of mine, and I was like, 8 man in centre mid. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's where I see him. By the time I digest football, that's where I'm seeing man in centre mid. So when they're telling me, I'm like, really, fam? Do you get what I'm saying?
I remember him vaguely in it. I remember him.
That's what I'm saying. So
and that's no one's fault either. That's just time, innit? So
that's why that whole "We Are Man United" thing is only going to work on a certain level. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why he's got to now really show us what he's about. This is his time, you know. He could literally this could literally be the making of this guy. Like if there's a perfect scenario for United to win the title, yeah, it is by knocking Liverpool back off. You know what I'm saying? Back off their perch.
100%.
He's got the perfect season to do it in because it's so irregular and nothing really makes sense.
Ooh, that's a correct word for it. A regular season, yes.
Yeah, he actually does have everything what he needs, except for maybe tactics. But apart from that, he's in a good place to deliver. It's now up to him, innit?
Yes, it is now up to him to deliver, and you have everything you need. And this is again why I'm critical, because I believe if we have a top operator in charge, we clear. Right now, we clear. We at least got a great 6.78 clear. The squad is there. And the thing is, it's not like we are defensively heavy. We're top heavy, which means we can score goals. We can outscore teams. Like I said before, we drew against Leicester. We won 6-7 away games in a row. That's never been done before. And each game we came from behind to do it. Someone on Twitter called us doggy style FC. Those were always coming from behind. I never heard that one, man. Yeah, someone said
that's a different one still.
Yo, social media is the greatest. I swear down. I was dying, but I was like, outside of the joke, they're right, which goes to show that the team is there. How do you go down away from home where it's tougher to win games, 6 games in a row, and you continue to come back and win games? You know what I'm saying? And win games by 2 or 3 goals. The goals is there, but then at home form, up until recently, was terrible. So it's the inconsistencies, which is what frustrated so many people. But like I keep saying, I hope I am wrong on this, and it'll be interesting to see how he does approach today's game, and then we'll see how that impacts the Liverpool game. Obviously, we're hoping Manchester United win both, and the whole. I didn't know about Maguire being a yellow card away from suspension.
Yeah, yellow card away from suspension still.
Yeah. Does he play Does he go with Axel? Does he rest Wan-Bissaka? Does Tellers play today, or does he play at Liverpool? Does he play Luke Shaw? Who plays in the midfield? Does McTominay go again? Does he play Donny? Does Pogba play at Anfield? Because I don't think Pogba's played at Anfield in the Premier League, actually. I think he's been suspended or injured a couple times. And then one time Mourinho had him on the bench. I don't think he's played.
Remember Mourinho had him on the bench with Martial and Rashford.
Yeah, that was
it made no sense. Mourinho loves to do that, He loves to make an example out of one of the players. We're seeing it with Dele Alli now as well. I think that's how he just dismantles his team to make them all feed into him. Like, I am the one,
Be aware. Yeah. That's what he does. Yeah. Well, I hope so. Like I said, I hope at Anfield and Burnley, I hope in both these games, because we spoke on Liverpool's defense not being the best. We do go for it. Like, the counter-attacking thing could work against Liverpool, but then it's kind of like we play into there. Let's go for it. Why not? Don't go silly. Like, don't go kamikaze, but at least be aggressive. Whereas Burnley is like, yes, be aggressive. Play on the front foot. I'm saying I just want a clear game plan in both games. Clear game plan. That's what it is. And I can't say this again. I can't say this any more times. I want to see away at Liverpool, even though it's not gonna happen. Donny, Pogba, and Bruno. I want to see all our best players on the pitch.
Because when you drop Donny in there, I get it. He doesn't feel as threatening as a Bruno is, and I'll never drop Bruno for Donny at the start of a game. But what he does do is he doesn't allow teams to settle the way he moves the ball forward. Like, it's the 1-touch, 2-touch, and he can do that little thing what he did to Matter as well. Like, when I see that little flick, I didn't even see it. If you look at the defenders' reactions, they didn't even see it. So he can do that. But in the middle of the park, we need someone that's going to keep everyone ticking, not someone that's going to get it, look up, how can I do the killer ball? Imagine Donny and Pogba. The way we would keep possession in the middle of the park is a joke thing. Like, Donny's not here to get the glory of giving the final through ball. He's just here to keep the thing ticking. Like, obviously Thiago's way better than him, but you know how Thiago just keeps the thing rolling. Like, it's not spectacular, but in that simplicity, there's genius. And I think we can add that to our game. I don't know how he gets the 3 of them in. I don't think Donny should be playing from the left either.
Back 3? Sorry to cut you off, Rob. To me, back 3. Maybe. That's how you get all 3 of them in. Because then you can play all 3 of them central. Go on, fam.
The diamond, bro. That's them all in.
But you lose some width sometimes, though. I feel like you lose some width. Because I don't feel Martial and Rashford are cohesive. Like, we would love for them to be Cole and York. but I don't feel they're being drilled like that, you know. If them two were being drilled like that, like, give it to Martial and Rashford, something's going to happen, then cool. But I feel like they just fill positions when they're in there. So that's why I'm not too sure how you get everyone in. I think if they did the Cole and York thing, Martial and Rashford, they got enough quality, bruv. What? You know how loud I will be?
I'm with you.
You know?
I've been screaming that for years, bro. That the way no one has literally, and this is the frustrating thing, what really gets me about Ole. This guy is a striker, you know. Like, and he's a well-known striker for hitting the back of the net. How are you?
And he's
not
a top marksman. He was a top marksman as well. It's not like you're some average gun. You're a top striker.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, how have you not like grabbed these two as soon as you've? That would have been my first thing, you know, as United manager. If I'm him, as soon as I touch that training ground, I'm saying, "Yo, you two, come." You get me? And that's
come on, mate.
Saying, "You two, come, let's start." Boom. I've got something already in mind. You know what I'm saying? He should have drills. He should have drills.
Here's the crazy thing about Ole though. We're talking about like them being the next Cole and York. He could call Cole and York to give them
say, you man,
yeah, he could call them, man.
I need you. You know,
call them on the phone. I'd be
like, yo, come in,
these man.
Bro, but you know who he's calling? He's calling Darren Fletcher to come talk to Scott. Oh my days.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, if you call Darren to talk to Scott, I beg you get Andy and Dwight on the phone, man. You know what I'm saying? These man will not.
Just chat on the phone. Them man don't even have to come into quarantine. Just talk on the phone, innit? Like, look, this is a quick move that me and York did. Yeah, me and Coley did. This is how it is. When this happens, do this. Just to get me, just a 10-minute conversation.
Do you man like Pogba from the left though?
I like Pogba from the left when it's with France. That seems to be a lot different. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know if that's down to the people he's playing with, but I would prefer to see Pogba in a midfield three. Him on the left and Bruno on the right of the three, and then whoever we want to go in the middle can go in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I think him in the three. Him in the diamond on the left. It works to a certain extent, but then it's all like you said. It's all to do with the balance of the team going forward. There's no point in getting him there if then that throws off the balance over where else. You know what I'm saying?
I feel in the diamond, there's too much required of him, like tracking back. So he's got to go do that diagonal jog back to support Luke Shaw, back into the middle. Whereas when he's playing in the left of the three, we already know Rashford ain't really been tracking back from time. So Luke Shaw's used to just playing. So he's a little bit more free. But I would love him in the middle. I'll push Bruno back. Let Bruno sit with Scott, Matic, Fred, whoever, one of them. Push him back. Pogba in the middle. But I guess we ain't got a right winger either to do that. There's so much. I feel like we're 2-3 pieces away, man.
This is the most frustrating thing, though, is that we're not that far off. And the fact that we're not that far off with the season being irregular as well, you could make it work. The fact that we don't have a right winger, yes, it is an issue, but you can work around that. There's formations you can work around it. To me, you don't need a right winger if you're going to play a 3-5-2. You don't necessarily need a right winger if you're going to play or 2 diamond that he's talking about. Oh, yeah, D.A. Pogba has played at Anfield. All right, I stand corrected. I just didn't remember it. That's all it is. I think it's only once. But yeah, go on, JV.
But this is, see, when we're talking about this right wing thing now, this is where this young brother comes in, innit? This Diallo. Because I'm hearing like, you know, a lot of good words about him.
Though. He's a bit young.
No, it is. He is. 18. I'd throw him in, you know. I don't mean to start. I want to see him on the bench. I'd rather him on the bench than Dan James. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know they say the Dan James hate show, but I'd rather see him on the bench than Dan James.
I think you'd rather be on the bench than Dan James, though, JP.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
How much you don't rate him.
Hell yeah. I will bring Jorginho back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, we'll bring it back, fam. You know what I'm saying? But nah, in all seriousness, I think if you look at them buying Palestri and then also buying this kid, I think what they've tried to do is, even though like apparently this Diallo can cost up to 37 million altogether, I think they're trying to bring one from within. You know, like how Sancho should have really been for City. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Sancho's had what he already had at City. He just had the platform at Dortmund. So I think we're trying. I think that's what we might be trying to do with these guys, and I think that's why I think Ole, in a way, deserves a bit of praise because he's also trying to do his thing, but he is trying to plan a little bit for the future. There's certain things I can see.
The one thing you cannot deny about Ole, he's a United man. Like, he is as invested in the culture of the club as the results. And unfortunately, as a manager, results is your business. So maybe there could have been another role for him where he could have proper brought that spirit and that culture of what Man United is. But we mark you on your results. It's a results business as a manager. But one thing you can't deny, he is a United man, man. I give him that.
Oh, yeah, definitely, without question. And I give him full credit for that. Like I said, look at the conversation. Look at the title of this video. We're talking about was potentially going top of the league for the first time in 8 years. And that's on him, 17, 18 games in. And if we do that, then we have the potential to go away to Anfield, win there, and then go 6 points clear. That being said, even if we win tonight and then we go to Anfield and draw, that's a great result. Like I said, all the pressure's on Liverpool as the defending champions. As to get me the top manager, like the pressure is on them. So he's put us in a great position. But we've seen Manchester United already this season be in a great position in our Champions League group and fall off.
Yeah, and fall off.
And that's a prime example of why I don't believe he can win a league title. That being said, again, I want to be wrong about this. I want us to win today. I want us to win at Anfield. But I just hope we go into both these games, especially the game away at Anfield, where as a top manager, against big rivals, that's where you are measured the most. Go in there with a clear game plan. Have a clear game plan from the jump. If the game plan's not working, change it. If we go a goal down, have something you're going to go with. If we go a goal up, how are you going to manage it? Manage the game. Just don't let it drift. You seem to just let it drift like a fan, which is my biggest issue. But he's still getting, like I said, with the signings he's made, he's added to with the signing he's made, he's added to it's kind of masked up his deficiencies and his weaknesses because of the signings he's made. He gets away with it with the individual brilliance, and that is props to him.
Always.
But imagine we was coached and had a style. But we'll see what happens anyway. We'll see what happens. But hopefully we do anyway. Yo, JV, I just seen your message. Then, yo, make sure you lot follow JV across all platforms. JV, let him know. Where they can find you. Say anything else you want to add, etc., etc.
Yeah. You can find me there. It's all here. Go find me there. Make sure you subscribe to that one in the middle, Sarcasm City. Like, share, subscribe, everything you need. Yeah, man. And hopefully we have a big result tonight. You get what I'm saying? But I've got to shoot. But bless Rob. Yeah, nice one for coming
on,
Rob.
Man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. I'll hit you up shortly.
Road to 2K subscribers, like we said, but he road to 2K subscribers on Sarcasm City TV, like JV said. Obviously, everyone's busy. We will be back also. I'm gonna keep the show going though, because you lot are still locked in. Rob, I know you have to bounce soon. Obviously, you got your show. Man. So if you need to bounce, just let me know when, and I'll let you plug all your socials and that before you go, and etc., and all that.
Yeah, I got to bounce still. Show starting real soon. So thank you very much for having me.
Anytime.
Tonight. It's a big week, fam. 6 points from this week. Remember, I told you guys. 6 points from this week. Ole will not be slandered this week, bro. 2021, Ole is saying now. You remember when Mourinho was in that press conference and he said respect?
Yeah,
that's what Ole's about to tell us, bro.
He's
about to tell us respect.
He is, He's about to do his version of that if he gets 6 points from these games. Respect. You can see it already. You can definitely see it in it. But yeah, you lot, make sure you follow Rob across all platforms at Rob Bruce K. You can see his name right there. Man. Let them know where they can find you, what you got going on, etc., etc.
Yeah, of course. Follow me on socials. You see everything. Monday to Thursday on Capital Extra, 7 p.m. till 10. Saturday, we do the homegrown show as well. So just supporting sick new UK music, man, on this commercial space. So you know where to find me, man. You know where to find me.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for having me, bro.
Anytime, man. Like I said, you have an open platform here. Anytime there's something you want to get off your chest, just DM me and it's sorted. Or pattern it. You know what I'm saying? You already know pattern it. Yeah, definitely. And once I'm back on the music thing, I'm gonna have to shout you about that homegrown thing as well. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Say no more. Send me the tracks,
yeah, I will be. And I need to get back in studio and get back on my grind. But yo, you lot, make sure you follow Rob, like he said, Capital Extra, Monday to Thursday, and then Saturday's the homegrown show. Make sure you follow him across all his socials. Knows his football as well, and he's a United fan. Yo, big up each and every time. Man,
of course.
Yeah, man. Love my G. Respect. Well, yeah, I'll keep the show going because you lot are still in here. Any questions you have for me personally regarding the Manchester United Burnley game tonight, the Liverpool game, Ole, etc. And also, we will be launching the Sarcasm City TV membership this month. So yeah, let me know what perks you want to see. Also, me and Yan City were speaking about it. So we have sorted out each tier. It'll be 3 tiers. We've sorted out great perks, including Sarcasm City merch, because that is something you lot been asking for. Let me move the mic to the side. There we go. Sarcasm City merch that you lot been asking for. So we will get that pattern for use. Also, make sure you like the video. Like I said, we had Rob on today. Where else you seeing broadcasters from Capo Extra? You know what I'm saying? I'm very rare in it. Mine is rants. You get me? Ranty show. Where else you seeing that? You know what I'm saying? Stellar names, like I said, better barber, better lineups than your barber on a daily basis on Sarcasm City TV. You get me? Ryan says, flawless. What 3 would you start at Anfield? This is a good question, you know. Very good question. Martial, definitely. I'd go Martial, Rashford. Would I go Greenwood? I'd go Greenwood. Yes. But that being said, my preferred formation is a back 3. You get me? So I'd play 2 up top. I would just go with Rashford and Martial. But a front 3, I would go with the 3 I mentioned there. And then Cavani off the bench, definitely a threat. But that would be my 3 without question. Bits and Bob says membership. Yeah, man. Membership coming soon, innit? Sarcasm City TV membership. We will be launching at some point this month. Obviously, it's the 12th. So we're looking to get that sorted. So anybody who's in the comments who does custom emojis or custom badges on YouTube, DM me. So I put it out there into the Sarcasm City TV cinematic universe, as Prime calls it. Shout out my Don Prime. So anybody who can do YouTube emojis or YouTube badges, let me know. Because we're looking for someone to do that. Harris, you're a joke, you know. But he says, nah, I don't, because they all get drug tested, so I don't think they're doing anything like that. Yes, Flawless is going to be great. Yeah, big up to you, Will. A big up again for the super chat. No Cavani. No, I want Cavani coming off the bench in this game. I think the pace and power of your Martials, Rashfords, that pace, that movement, and then you bring on Cavani, who's obviously got movement as well, but he's guile, he's more clever with it, he's more experienced. So that's why I wouldn't start Cavani. Plus, it'd be his first game back after his suspension, because he's not played in a minute. Because obviously he was suspended. I think he is back today, but I'm not 100% sure. And you lot keep sharing it. Keep sharing the video. ManDem United, we're here every Tuesday, every Thursday on Sarcasm City TV, 5 p.m. We're also back later on today as well for the watch-along. Burnley versus Manchester United. We will be doing a live watch-along joined by myself. Manny will be in the building. Little bro Ads will be in the building, plus more. You never know who in the circle will be pulling up. That's my preferred manager. Will says, yeah, your preferred formation definitely suits Allegri, LOL. Yeah. Now Poch is gone. He was my second choice anyway. So now Poch is gone. That's who I want in his Allegri. Boy, it is. But let's hope Manchester, as a Manchester United fan, Manchester United can win today. That's what I'm hoping for. That is what I'm hoping for. Keep sharing this. The numbers have just gone up. Let me know how many likes we are on mods. I made a lot of you lot mods. I know, Will, you're a mod. Ryan, you're a mod as well. Any regular watchers of Sarcasm City TV, you lot are mods. You know what I'm saying? Big up Edward, who says, yo, my G, big up, bro. Your content is class with ball, music, etc. Yeah, man. Big up, man. Respect. We're trying to cater for everything on Sarcasm City TV. Hopefully, we're trying to get the Music Minded podcast back tomorrow, actually. Now that you've mentioned that, I need to talk to Tox, Lindrick, Sophie. Hopefully, we can get that back on. But yeah, let me know how many likes were on mods, please. Get them likes up. Let's get this to 40 likes, please. Danish says, if we had a top manager or a Pep, we would play Bruno false nine, Rashi Martial wide, midfield 3 of Doddy, Pogba, and Fred / McTominay / Matic, and a back 4 of Eddie. I don't care who's at the back. I hear you. The thing is, we got options. There's so many options. There's so many different ways Manchester United could play. Like you said, Bruno in the false 9 could definitely work. We can play 4-3-3. We can play 4-2-3-1. We can play a 4-4-2 diamond. We can play 3-5-2. We can play 3-4-3. I've just named 5 or 6 formations there, and I think they could all be effective. Definitely. Ryan says, if he win on Sunday, I'm going to be so unbearable. You're supposed to win. You lot are the favorites. Ryan. Ryan also says, I've always hated 3 at the back, to be honest. I've always felt it's a bit of a cowardly formation. It depends on how it's played. The reason why I disagree with that is because in a back 3, literally, the centre backs in your back 3 could be the only, everyone else could be offensive. You can play 2 wing backs, you can play an 8, 2 10s and a striker or whatever. Literally. So out of your 10 outfield players, 7 of them could be attacking. Any formation can be defensive or offensive. I say this all the time. Look at Tony Pulis's Stoke in their prime. They played 4-4-2. with 2 strikers and 2 out-and-out wingers within Pennant and Everton. No one called it an offensive formation. But 4-4-2, it's supposed to be offensive because you got 2 strikers on the pitch, 2 wingers, etc. RB says 33 likes. Right, let's get that to 40 before we leave. Let's get that to 40. Edward says, I like Pogba in that left wing role, man. I'm not a fan of it. It's great to see Pogba on the pitch because I think Pogba can play well anywhere, but him central is where he's best. So I'm not going to say I dislike him in there. I get what you're saying, but I prefer him central. That's me as an attacking midfielder. People giving Ashley Young loads of praise for pocketing Salah. It's not exactly a hard thing to do. You're a joker, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? You're a joker. Yes. Like and subscribe, like RB says, and we will be back. What time do United kick off? Is it 8:15? I'm literally going to check now what time Manchester United kick off because I can't remember what time our show starts. But our show starts half an hour before. Yeah, it's half an hour before. Like I said, look at the lineups we brought to you. Obviously, myself and JV on ManDem United, and then we had Rob from Capo Extra on. I'm literally checking it out now because then I always forget. I forgot already what time we are starting the live stream. So yes, Manchester United kick off at 8:15. So the live watch along will start at 7:45, 7:45 UK time. 7:45 p.m. UK time is what time the watch along will start. I ain't going anywhere as long as you lot got questions. Will says Nagelsmann plays 3 at the back, but then he can change it up in the game to suit the in-game scenario. He plays amazing, fluid, attacking, fluid football. Exactly that. Any formation can be offensive or defensive. It's all about the personnel. A 4-4-2 can be defensive. A 3-5-2 can be offensive. It depends on how you play it and the players you have in that system. Edward says, flawless United are cried out for a Carrick-type baller. That's why Ole puts Pogba in there, in my opinion. I get what you're saying, but the difference is Pogba's not Carrick. Pogba can do that role. We've seen him do that role. But to me, that's not where he's best suited. He's best suited higher up the pitch. I don't want Pogba picking up the ball on the edge of his own box. That's just me personally. Yes, he can be effective there, but that's not what I want. Yeah, because Pogba's quality. Ryan says, even when Pogba plays DM, he's your best midfielder. That's how good he is. Facts. He is that good. He is that good. Yo, 40 likes reach. Yo, big up, big up, big up. 40 likes reached. All right, let's get that to 50. Like I said, we're back. The next show will be the live watch along 7:45 p.m. UK time because United kick off at 8:15. Burnley versus Manchester United, a live watch along. Well, yeah, let's get this to, we've reached 40. Let's get this to fixed. 50 likes. Keep subscribing. You can see it across the bottom there, Sarcasm City TV. If you're watching this on the Twitter right now via the Periscope, make sure you retweet the tweet, like the tweet, and follow me also at That's Me Flawless. That's Me Flawless. Edward, that's a question for the Q&A, but we will get to that. Like I said, in the membership as well, I'll let you know. Always giving you the exclusive regarding the membership. So we will be having members-only shows where you can ask sporting questions and you can ask personal questions because you don't want to know a lot. So myself, Yan City, other members of the Sarcasm City TV team will be doing that. Longisa, if I got your name muddled up, I mean, if I butchered your name, I apologize. Says, how are you feeling about today's game? Confident. If I remember correctly, Manchester United do quite well at Burnley, away at Burnley. It's normally at home we struggle. We have the players to beat them. So yeah, I am confident going into today's game. You lot in the comments, even non-Manchester United fans, let me know your predictions. So what lineup would you like to see? And what's your predictions on? Give me the scoreline prediction. So yeah, what lineups do you want to see? That's for the Manchester United fans. But this is for everybody. What's your score prediction? Let me know. Will says you need the perfect balance of a DM who can defend as you can need a perfect balance of a DM who can defend as well as a DM that can move the ball quickly. I get you, but that's all systems. That's if you're playing in a double pivot. For instance, I use Mascherano and Xavi Alonso. The reason why they work for Liverpool is Mascherano was the harrier, you know what I'm saying, winning the ball back, and then Xavi Alonso would play. It depends what you want from me, DM. Do you want a destructive DM or do you want a deep line playmaker? But you don't necessarily need 2 DMs. Like Leicester play with just Ndidi. Actually, that being said, they do play Tillemans next to him, who's your ball player. But it's all about systems and styles and how you want to play. I personally prefer a destructive DM. This is why I would like Manchester United to sign an Ndidi or a Basuma. But I wouldn't be mad at us signing a deep line playmaker. Edward says, flawless. It's interesting because the ballers you like are saucy. Yeah, I do. I prefer the more technical ballers, but I understand what's needed for teams. And as a DM, maybe it's an old school thing. I want my DM to get across the ground, be destructive, and play 5 to 10 yard passes to the ballers. My DM, win it, play it to my 2 attacking midfielders, play it to my wingers, get it through to my striker, play it to my fullbacks. That's all I'm fussed about. Like, that's literally it. But again, it's preference. Some people prefer Carrick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Carrick wasn't good, but he wouldn't be my first choice for a DM. But that doesn't mean Carrick wasn't good. That doesn't mean if United signed a Carrick type player, I would have an issue with it. So you prefer. But I put Jorginho in that world though, because Jorginho's like that to me. Like, he's a deep lying plot. Oh yeah, you're saying the opposite. Yeah, Jorginho is in that Carrick mode, and I like that, but I prefer Kante and then Didi, Abasuma. Someone who's getting we have enough creativity. That's how I'm looking at it as well. In this Manchester United team, we have enough creativity. It's not a lack of creativity. We need a DM who can. We need a destroyer in there. To me, Timothy Lee says Martial to score. Edward says we will win. Timothy Lee saying 2-0. Rohan, who's an Arsenal fan, big up Rohan, is saying 3-0 United. I hate those Brexit ballers. Burnley. Rad says, I missed that midfield of Mascherano, Alonso, Gerrard. Quality midfield. Quality midfield. Sure. Oh, shit. Kept me coughing up stuff, you can tell. Bear with me one sec, people. Yo, let us know where you're watching from as well, people. Let me know in the comments. City and country. Not just city, not just country. Let me know where you lot are watching from. Back in one sec, people. Make sure you keep liking the video, keep sharing, keep subscribing. It's out here coughing up phlegm on episodes, but we move. It is what it is. My apologies on that. My apologies, but again, let me know where you're watching from, people. Let me know where you're watching from. We want to touch every continent on that. So let us know where you lot are watching from. Ryan says, flawless, would you rather play a Thiago in the 6 or have someone like Ndidi? It depends on how you're trying to play. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying for Manchester United, if you're asking me who I'm taking it Ndidi, because I think he's better suited. We have enough creativity. That being said, if we were to sign Thiago, I'd be gassed because he helps. But it depends on how you're trying to play. I just prefer your destroyers. That's literally it. That's me. Edward says Makelele was a destroyer type of DM, but he had good passing ability. But yeah, Makelele, they named the role after him. That's how good Makelele was. I get what you're saying. Like he was quality. Will says 3-0 United, Bruno to drop a stinker and score a pen. Edward said he's watching from South London, Brixton. Yo, big up all the London Dons. Detroit, America, says Timothy Early. Man's watching all the way from, you get me? The Motor City. Folks with that. Rohan says stuck in Toronto. I'm in Kent, says Will. Northwest London. All right, so we got London in the house. We got Northwest London in the house. We got South London in the house. We got Detroit. We got America in the house. We got Canada, the 6 in the house. So obviously we got England covered. We got Europe covered. We've got America covered. Well, North America with both Canada and America. Let us know. Keep letting me know in the comments, people, where you are watching from. I really like to know these things. How far Sarcasm City TV is reaching is a madness. And let me know what times it is in there as well. I'm talking for the people not in England. Like, what time is it in Toronto? What time is it in Detroit? Let me know. Imagine Liverpool fans comparing Salah to the likes of Suarez and Torres. Not even close, those two. Ryan's not having it. Please let me know as well what comments, how many likes we're on. But to today's game, I'll give my final thoughts. I'm not sure how Ollie's going to set up today. I have no idea. Obviously, De Gea will play. I can see Maguire playing. Matic will play in this game. McTominay. I can see a midfield of Matic and McTominay. Wan-Bissaka, I think, will start. Probably Lindelof. Probably Shaw. That's your back four. So I can see it being De Gea, Shaw, De Gea, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, Matic, McTominay, Bruno, Rashford, Martial, maybe a Dan James. Maybe I can see him. And even though that I'm not a fan of that team, and if we don't get the victory, the manager has to be held accountable, that's still good enough to win. And you still got players to come off the bench. Cavani, obviously you got Donny, Pogba, Cavani, Greenwood. So there's 4 right there. There is 4 right there. And it's very important Manchester United win today's game. And the reason why it's important Manchester United win today's game is because, like I said already, and I've said before, that puts more pressure on Liverpool. The pressure's already on Liverpool to me. They're the favourites. They have the better team according to most. They have the better squad according to most. They have the better manager according to most. They are the defending champions. Therefore, all the pressure is on them to defend their crown. This is not a great Manchester United side. This is a Manchester United side we've been told all along is not good enough to win the league. This is a Manchester United side we've been told all along it doesn't have a manager who is capable of winning the league. So therefore, that's why there's no pressure on Manchester United to me. No pressure. Manchester United go and lose. If Manchester United lose to Burnley and lose to Anfield, United fans would be upset, but it wouldn't be a shock. It wouldn't be a shock to mainstream media. That being said, if Manchester United go to Anfield and win, that's a shock. We're not supposed to win there. We're not supposed to. Liverpool are the better side, like I said. They're the defending champions. You know what I'm saying? They have the better manager. They're the favorites. They're the favorites before the season started for the league title. I think they are still currently the favorites now. Defend your crown. So that is my thoughts on it. How Ole sets up at Liverpool really is going to be interesting. I've said it before. I'd like to see a back three, just so we can have defensive cover, but also get Donny, Pogba, and Bruno all in the same side. Do I believe that will happen? No, but I'm hoping so. I'm praying somehow Ole does it. Cam says, my bro, big up Cam. Make sure you check out Gunnar's Talk, as you can see in his title there. Gunnar's Talk from the Arsenal. Gunnar Talk from the Arsenal is the Arsenal show on Sarcasm City TV, and it goes live every Monday at 9 p.m. So it goes live directly after us and From a Fair Dive View on Pi Radio 7 till 9. Make sure you come to Sarcasm City TV if you're an Arsenal fan, or even if you're a non-Arsenal fan, check it out. Gunnar Talk from the Arsenal. You've got Cam on there. You've got Charlie on there, James from King of the Hill TV, and also Quill, if you know about battle rap. Shout out Ads in the building, who said, this is where the players need to step up tonight. No Ole agenda. This will be on the players today. Okay, so then if this is all on the players today, if we win, we can't give Ole credit. Is that right? I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm asking you a question, Ads. I've already stated the players need to step up. But they both, to me, you can't have it one way or the other. So with that phrase, that sentence you just said there and that comment you've made, if the players win today, we can't give no credit to Ole then. Because if they lose, it's all on the players. Let me know if I'm mistaken in that, like what you mean by that fully. I give smoke to both. Sometimes I blame the players more. Sometimes I blame the manager more. Sometimes it's 50-50 when results go. But to me, everybody's held accountable. Even if it's 80% the players and 20% the manager. You know what I'm saying? But with the lineup, I think Ole will go with, I don't think it's the best lineup. So therefore, if we lose that game or draw today, or it's a poor performance, that does fall on the manager. That being said, if he picks a team I like and he goes for it and we play on the front foot and we create loads of chances and the players miss chances, then I'd be like, that's more so on the players. You can't have it both ways. Or you let me know, Ads. You can't have Donny, Pogba and Bruno in the same midfield. There ain't no coverage. Pogba won't track back. Not if you play a 3-5-2. Then you've got 3 centre-backs and a holding midfielder. And 2 wing-backs. So you've got a back 3 of 3 centre-backs, 1 DMs 4, and then you've got 2 wing-backs. So that's 6 players. So Pogba don't need to track back. So you can play Pogba, Donny, and Bruno all in the same midfield. Of course you can. And you could play... Yeah, you could. Yeah. You definitely can. Even if you take out the DM, that's still 5. Donny could play as the 6. You could play 3-4-3. You could easily do that. Donny can play as a 6. Is it best where he's best effective? No. But you could play him there. You're telling me you need 7. I named 5 to 6 players. There, you telling me we need 7 players because Pogba don't track back. Like, nah, play on the front foot. David Silva or Kevin De Bruyne don't track back, and City won a league playing that way. Won back-to-back leagues. Obviously, De Bruyne didn't. I know he was injured for one of them seasons, but yeah, I seen City win a league playing that way. They played 1 DM and a flat back 4. So we can't play with a back 3 and wing backs and play those 3 together. That's just me, though. That's just me. Just getting through some of the comments. Oh, in front of goal, you meant? All right, fair enough. Yeah, of course. If we miss chances, that's not on the manager. That's on the players. If we missing one-on-ones, like when Rashford missed chances against Leicester, that's not on the manager. Him missing chances is on Rashford. That's not on the manager. Big up Cam. He says, spread the love and subscribe to Sarcasm City TV and like all the videos. Yes, like I said, you can catch Cam on Gunnar Talk from the Arsenal. Goes live every Monday, 9 p.m. Yeah, Will says, if you win, definitely give Ollie credit. I give credit where credit's due. I give people their flowers when it's due. I give people their flowers when it's due. And I criticize where I think it's due. I'm fair in it. I don't have no agendas or no biases like that. If you play well, I give you your flowers. If you play badly, I criticize. If the manager does well, give Ollie his flowers. If Ollie does badly, criticize. That's what it is. Harry says, bro, flawless, even if you attack, misses chances, if your defense isn't up to standard, you don't concede as well. It's not only on the attackers there. That's a fact. That's a fact. But if one of them does their job, JV made a great point. You can't win a game 0-0, but you can win a game 4-3. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, though, Harris. Like, don't get mistaken. But we know our defense is not the best. You, of all people, know because you don't like Maguire. So you know our defense isn't the best. We don't have a certified top quality DM. That's why we should just go for most teams, even Burnley now. We should go for most teams. Yeah, you could play a 4-4-2 diamond. You say it's... let me get to this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fred needs to play against Liverpool. Definitely. I think Fred needs to play against Liverpool. Yeah. I have no disagreements with that whatsoever. But you could still play Fred, Donny, Pogba, and Bruno if you really wanted to. You could play him in a 4-4-2 diamond. You could play them in a 3-5-2 if you really want to play him. I'm saying there's two options there. So I'm not saying, I know you like Fred, and I'm a fan of Fred, but I'm not saying drop Fred, but I'm saying you could play Donny, Bruno, and Pogba. That's what I want to see. I want to see those three on the pitch because it can work. Ask Ryan. Ryan's a Liverpool fan. Ask Ryan if he wants to see Pogba, Donny, and Bruno on the pitch or not. Ask him what he would prefer to see as a Liverpool fan. You don't want them three on the pitch. No one on the pitch. Yeah, Cam, you said it. Could play a 4-4-2 diamond. Fred, DM, Donny, Pogba, CMs, Bruno as an attack as a 10. Yeah, definitely. So I'm not saying drop Fred in it. That's not what I'm saying. Big up Pulisic. I swear you're on my Twitter, innit? Big up Pulisic, SZN, I think that is big up. Flawless, how many world-class players do we have? That's a good question. I put Pogba in that bracket, definitely. World-class players. I think it's just Pogba I can think of. Can you make a case for Bruno because of his output? Yes. But do I think he's an actual world-class baller? No. Rashford, could he get there? No. I think Martial has the ceiling to get there. Yes. I think Greenwood has the ceiling to get there. Yes. But I would just say just Pogba. Yeah, in a good... Ryan, I agree, says, I think in a good system, Fred can play as the lone DM. Yeah, definitely. He could do in a proper... Yeah. There's a reason Pep wanted to sign him. Definitely. Yeah, Harris is not having it. He said, the thing is our defense is shit because our coaching is shit. If you concede low crosses and corners all the time, there's something going wrong. We concede the same type of goals and we ain't fixing. Yeah. I hear that. Liam Goodenough says, Red Talk is either going to be full of laughter or upsetness. Here's the thing, even when we played Watford and we weren't happy, at the end of that episode, we was crying. I was crying tears. You know what I'm saying? So Red Talk, we can pick ourselves up, you know what I'm saying? And that Rashford will do Trent. Let's hope so. Rohan says, Donny will be world class in a year or two. I hear that. Fred would I go in it. Just drop the comment, fam. I'm always get to it when I can. When it comes to what they bring to a team, Fred and Bruno are our two best midfielders. This season proves this point. I don't think they're our two best midfielders, no. But I get what you're saying. This season, they've been our best two midfielders, yes. But Pogba, to me, is our best midfielder overall. That's just me. But I rate them both. If we're playing 4-3-3, that's the three I'm going with. I'm going with Fred, Pogba, Bruno in a 4-3-3. That's who I'm going with. Yeah, I agree, Rashid. Yeah, you said, yeah, we have top class players, not world class. I can't put De Gea in the world class bracket just because of what he did the past couple seasons. Before that, clear though. Pulisic says, you on Red Talk? Yes, I will be on the recap. Like I said, we'll be doing a watch along on this channel, so that which will start at 7:45 p.m. UK time. And then after that, I'll be doing Red Talk on Rance's channel. I'll be over there. Here goes Jeremiah with the propaganda. Love it. He says, Martial hat-trick incoming. Love it. Glazes out says, flawless Bruno is world-class. Pogba definitely got the talent. Hey, I ain't going to dispute it. I'm not going to argue you down that a player in Manchester United's team is not world-class. Would I be sad if Maguire left? I know you wouldn't be sad. No, sad is too strong. But I'd be like, right, could have been better. But sad is too strong. Yeah, I read your comment in terms of what they do. I still think it's Pogba. I'm telling you this. When he plays well, we win. He's a match winner. Like people talk about Bruno being a match winner. Pogba's a match winner. So in terms of what they do, Fred's input is great, but he's not a match winner like that. Pogba's a match winner. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him carry us a season. Literally carry us a season. So I get what you said. I just disagree. Fans are always going to turn on people, man. Fans are always going. Pulisic says, Burnley shithousery incoming. You can see it. Big up Rohan. Says, hey, flawless. Yo, big up my guy. I hope you blessing everything, mate. Will says, Martial and Pogba welcome at the bridge. I bet they are. Would you rather get rid of Woodward or Ollie? Both. Flawless Red Talk got the top Reds rattled, you know. Yeah, it was a Mazda still. It was a Mazda still. It was a Mazda. Timothy Lee says, before this season, many said Martial was way more clinical than Rashford, but this season they've both missed many. Martial's just not been informed in front of goal. I still do believe he's the better, he's the better finisher, but they're both quality players. Both quality players. Danish says, Ollie just don't have the balls to start a midfield of Fred, Donny, and Bruno. Fred, Donny, Pogba, and Bruno. Only seen Donny, Fred, Bruno once, I think. Yeah, I think it was Everton, if I remember correctly. I think it was Everton. Harris says, flawless and popping battles on his channel if he leaves flat party and come in. Yeah, man, of course. Of course, I know you will be. Martial and Pogba or something else, says Ryan. I agree. Glazes out, says Harris, the fan base is so divided. It's Pogba, Martial FC, and Bruno Rashford FC. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, use a lot. Make sure you subscribe to S Featley TV. Like I said, Stephen is, what is it? It's a charity for liver awareness. That's what it is. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, therefore. Pulisic says, Pogba is more talented than Bruno and gets way more slander. Pogba is more talented than Bruno and gets way more slander because it's cool to hate on Pogba. Rand said it in that clip. It was him, Ole Gunnar, and Saeed on one of the Red Talks. And he was like, people don't mind when Carragher's on TV, national TV, slagging off one of our players because it's not one of your favorites. I just want people to keep the same energy. That's all. Be honest with who you are. Like Harris has a Maguire agenda. That's cool. I know that. So when he's talking to me about Maguire, I know what he's going to say. At least he's honest enough. I don't have agendas. And if I had an agenda, I'd say, I just give my opinion. That's what it is. And every opinion I give, I will back it up with why I think it. I won't just give blanket statements. I'm not just going to be like, Ollie's not good enough and not say why. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to say Pogba's top quality and not say why. Anything you hear me say, I'm going to always back it up. And I'll always be balanced as well. I'm always open to listening to the other side. That's what you love noticed. I think that's what, when I get comments on here and people message me, that's what they say. They say you're very balanced, etc. And that's just me. Yeah, people have agendas against Pogba, definitely. Yeah, man, Harris, this is why I like you, because you're honest about that. You know what I mean? You said, I love all my players apart from Maguire. That's it, back them all. I hear that. Yeah, it's disgraceful what the media do. Does Pogba always help himself? No, with some of his performances on the pitch? Absolutely not. But is his slander over the top? Yeah, because a lot of the time he gets criticized is non-footballing reasons. And people talk about him being toxic in the dressing room. How do you know? How do you know he's toxic? That's why I say, what's come out, what got said? Because everyone around him says how great he is to be around it, whether it's managers minus Mourinho, whether it's teammates, whether it's staff, you get me, club staff, the kit man, the tea lady. Everyone's like, he's a nice guy to be around. So, yeah. He is inconsistent. He has been inconsistent, yeah. That being said, he's in an inconsistent team now, and he's barely played. Since Raiola's comments, he's been one of Manchester United's best players. Since Raul's comments, he's easily been one of Manchester United's best players in terms of form. But that will get swept under the rug, though, because if he was playing bad, that's all it would be. And that's what it would be about, is the fact that Pogba's not playing well because of Raul's comments. He don't want to be here. But he's playing well, and no one's mentioning it. No one's mentioning it whatsoever. Case Villa, he was the best player on the pitch. Jeremiah, you convinced? He says, we're defo getting 6 points this week. Okay, let's go. Let's go, my G. I'm with it. Let's go. Let's go. And you lot keep hitting the like button. Like I said, Rob and JV, make sure you follow JV across all platforms. Shout out to special guest Rob. But I'm here because we still got over 30 people watching. So I'm here. Like I said, man, we'll keep going and providing creating content for you lot. Places out says Baye over Maguire. I agree. I think Baye is better than Maguire. Yeah, to an extent, Rohan. Pogba to PSG gets treated like a criminal from fans and media. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, if people criticize Pogba's footballing ability, I'm all for that. Criticize him as a footballer. But when people start talking about non-footballing things, that's when I'm like, yeah, that's not right. Talk about him, the footballer. That's what it is. Harry says, if Pogba balls out in PSG, some D-heads will say, but he didn't do it in the Prem, and that pisses me off. I hear you. What do I think our best centre-back partnership is? Baye and Maguire. That's what I think it is. Or if we're going a back three, Baye, Maguire, Axel. Take your pick. Like I've said before, you lot who've watched me know, the back three is my preferred formation for this Manchester United side in 90% of our games. I think it suits the players and the teams we have. Like I said, all our centre-backs are better in the free. I think Maguire's better in the free. I think Baye's better in the free. I think Axel's better in the free. I think Lindelof's better in the free. Shaw's better as a left-sided centre-back than he is a wing-back or full-back. If you look at our wing-backs, Tellez better as a wing-back. Brandon Williams is better as a wing-back. Wan-Bissaka, if he's being defensive, is better as a wing-back. I think Dan James could do a job as a wing-back. Our midfield, look at our midfield options. That way, playing a back three, the fact we don't have a good enough DM kind of eradicates that. So you can play Fred, you can play McTominay, you can play Matic, you can get Pogba, Bruno, Donny all in there. And then I think all our strikers are better centrally. I think Martial's better. I think all our strikers are better in the two. Martial's better in the two up front. Rashford's better in the two up front. Greenwood's better in the two up front. Cavani's better in the two up front. And we have 4 top quality strikers to choose from. We got Martial, we got Rashford, we got Greenwood, we got Cavani. Mix that up however you want to mix it up. And then the 2 that are on the bench, you can bring on and change it. This is why I'm such a fan of the 3-5-2. This is it. Danish says, please stay until the lineup comes out, or do you have another show? Now, the show after this is the live watch-along Danish. But I will, as long as you lot are here, I'll stay until the watch-along time. I'm saying that's a long time, and I can't believe I just said that, because I know what you lot are like, and you lot will have me here until 7:45. But if I'm here for a whole next 2 hours, that means you lot kept me here. It was like, if you lot keep the questions in, keep sharing the video, keep liking the video, man's here, keep subscribing to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Also, mods, let me know how many likes we're on. Danish, I'll have to make you a mod as well. Like I said, the majority of you lot who are here on a regular basis, I made you lot mods. Like Ryan, you're a mod. Pulisic has flawless love for the content, bro. And for England, Trent or James, yo, appreciate that Pulisic in it, especially being as well a Chelsea fan also. For England, Trent or James, tough one. Even though I like slandering Trent, I'd still go Trent. Even though I like slandering him. Love to slander him because obviously it's jokes and stuff like that. But yes, I would still go slander. I'd put your put the rankings up again and I'll do it. You know what I'm saying 55 likes, okay. 55 likes. Let's get that to 60. Let's get that to 60. Let's do that. Let's get that to 60 likes. Let's do that. Like the vid rapid, like United Daily says, yes. Let me know if you're a regular watcher and you're not a mod, please let me know. Upamecano or Kunde, for me, it's Kunde. I've not seen enough of Kunde to say, but I'm sold on Upamecano. He's my guy. He was the guy I wanted in the summer. Harry says, who's better, Jack Grealish or Rashford? 2 different players. Don't play the same. 2 different players to me. What's this? Here we go. Flawless, do you think we will beat Liverpool over the 2 legs? Oh, so you're talking about the Premier League and the FA Cup, I'm guessing, Fred Chacha. We can. Whether we will, I don't know. And it depends on the FA Cup. What team does Ollie put out? What team does Klopp put out in the FA Cup? We've seen a strong team Klopp put out against Aston Villa's, do you get me, under 18s. So we don't know. But can we? Yes. Do I think we will? I don't know. Law of averages says we don't win both games. That's what I would say. James is a better right back than Trent. I hear you. I'm just like a fan of Trent, though. I'd still go for Trent just because of his attacking abilities. That's what I would do. But then as a wing back, I'd play Trent as a wing back. I wouldn't play him as a conventional fullback. I wouldn't do that. Yo, let's share this, man. We got over 40 people watching across all platforms and just under 40 people watching on YouTube. So let's get over 40 people in here on YouTube. Timothy Lee says, what does a mod do for a channel? Gets everybody liking the video, gets everybody sharing the video, gets everybody subscribing to the channel, and literally police the chat as well. So if there's anyone spamming in the chat, you'd be like, yo, tell them to cut that out. You let me know if anyone's spamming in the comments, etc. If I'm here with guests or whatever. So yeah, that's what you do. Basically police the chat, get everyone liking the video. Get the conversation rolling as well. Get your opinions off. That's what our mod does. That's what our mod does. Big up, Cam. Let me get to your comments here. Just get to your comment now, Cam. Cam says, flawless. Let me put that up. He says, flawless, what are your personal opinions on the next 3 Prem matches? Honestly, out of 9 points, how many points do you see United getting? I would say, if you're forcing me to pick, win against Burnley, draw against Liverpool, which would take us to 4. And I'm going to check who's Manchester United's next game after that, because I'm not sure who is after Liverpool. That is a good question, though, Cam. But I'd say 4 points from the next 2. That's what I honestly believe. I can see a draw all the way at Liverpool, because I think a draw suits Manchester United. And it's not a terrible result for Liverpool. Obviously, the reaction will be mad, but it's not a terrible result for them. For them to be 3 points behind Manchester United is not the end of the world at all. Not the end of the world. And United got Fulham away, so I'm expecting 7 points. Got Fulham away and then Sheffield United at home. So yeah, definitely expecting a win against Burnley. Liverpool, I reckon it'll be a draw. A win away to Fulham. A win at home to Sheffield United. And then we got your lot. We got Arsenal at the end of the month on the 30th. Well, yeah, that's what I'm expecting. You guys go for Ndidi or Rice. Let us have Bazuma. I rate Bazuma. I'm not a big fan of Rice. Don't understand the Declan Rice hype. But yeah, I would like Ndidi or Bazuma for Manchester United. What are our top 3 priority signings? Probably a centre-back, a holding midfielder, or a right winger. I reckon that's probably our 3 top signings. That would be my 3 anyway. Centre-back, DM, Open Meccano, Ndidi, Jadon Sancho. That would be my perfect summer. That's me. Let's see. Just getting to all the comments. Big up Ronan, who said, so much of our performance and results hang on Ole's team selection, which is worrying at times. Yeah, definitely. But that's what Manchester United are. Extremely worrying. Extremely worrying, like without question. It is worrying. Definitely. Have I still not made you a mod? My bad. I'll make you a mod. Comment on this video after it, and then I'll make you a mod. Obviously, I can't do it now because I'm here holding this show down by myself. Keep hearing about this guy. Mukiele is the most underrated centre-back at Leipzig, 6'2", very quick defender. He played against Manchester United, if I'm correct, Rohan. If I remember correctly. Chorus A says, yes, flawless, who's your favourite strike duo? Cavani and Martial or Cavani and Rashford? Depends who we're playing against, but I actually prefer Martial and Rashford. That being said, I take any combination. I take Cavani and Martial, Cavani and Rashford and Martial. And then you can throw Greenwood in the mix. Love it. Would you rather have a midfield of Fred, Bruno, and Pogba, or Kante, cover and Mount? Stop, Chelsea fans make me mad sometimes. Yeah, man, they like to troll in it. Alan Faye and Johannesburg both just put, come on, United. United Daily says Rice is top. I don't know about that. Every time I watch him play, I don't see it. But, you know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Glaze is out. Yeah, I'm with that each and every time. He also says, I got a feeling we will sign Sancho. I hope so. Hope so. And you lot, let me know how many likes we on. How many likes are we on the video? We're on 55. Get us to 60 before we close out. Like I said, as long as you lot keep asking questions regarding Burnley versus Manchester United tonight, United versus Liverpool, United's title challenge. Let me know your thoughts, people. Are United currently in a title race? The next two results determine whether you think United are in a title race or not. And do you not believe, man? Do you believe, and this is for Manchester United fans and non-Manchester United fans, do you believe United can win this league title? Let me know. Are United in a title race? Do you believe United can win the title? And does the next two results change your opinion on that? Let me know. Let me know. Nah, I haven't heard of him. Is that Janice? I never heard of him. Get the likes up. We're on 59, so 1 to 60. Let's get us to 60. Let's do this. Yes. 60. Let's get us to 70. You lot keep the questions rolling in. But yeah, I'm really interested on that. Let me know, people. I'm Manchester United in a title race. Do you believe United can win a title? Did the next two results determine? Did they change your opinion? So you think United pick up 6? You didn't think United could win the title, but if they pick up 6 points, does that change your opinion? If you believe United can win the title but lose to Burnley and Liverpool, does that change it? My thoughts on it are still exactly the same. Are Manchester United currently in a title race? Yes. Do I believe Manchester United can win a league title? Absolutely not. And that's simply because I don't believe the manager we have is good enough. I believe when it comes to key decisions, he will get it wrong. But I'm going to enjoy being in it. Am I still going to tweet out and be on my social media saying 21 and 21? Absolutely. If we go top tomorrow, if we go top tonight, am I going to be absolutely unbearable on here and on social media? 1,000% I will be. 1,000%. But we haven't been top in 8 years. So hopefully it clicks in. I want to be wrong about this. So hopefully it clicks in. Yeah, ads, big up. Yeah. Big up. Fred Chacha says, we are in a title race, Flawless, but winning it, I don't think so, to be honest. I agree with you. More worried about City than Liverpool. City are worried. Like I said, they're the two teams I think finish above us. I think United can finish third, but they're the two teams I think that the title will go to. It's either going to the Etihad or Anfield. That's it. Harris, again, I don't think we are bottlers. Because I can't say I don't think we're bottlers. I wouldn't say that. We got beaten 2 semi-finals by Manchester City, who are a better side than us. The Sevilla game, we just missed chances. And then the Chelsea game, Ole just made a tactical mess. And we got a manager who's not good enough. So I can't say we bottled it. I can't say that. Hassan says, if we draw any of our next 2 games, City will go on top. I hear you. City are worried because they're not. I think if they win both their games in hand, they go top of the league, I think, or like a point off. Flawless, if we had a proper manager, we'd be in the race too, bro. I agree. I've said this. The only sides outside of Liverpool and Chelsea that legit concerned me was Chelsea. But I said the only issue Chelsea would have is their manager. That's literally it. Glazes Out says, I don't get the idea. Pull up that comment. I don't get the idea he is completely shit and he's a PE teacher. I just think he's goodish. I'm Ollie out though. He's just not good enough. That's what my issue with him. I never called him a PE teacher. I think that's too far. But he's just not good enough for what Manchester United want to do. Nah, we didn't bottle the FA Cup. That formation was a mazzo. The Europa League, we just missed chances. That happens. So I can't say we bottled it. To me, I can't say that. We played well against Sevilla. Yeah, I think bottling it, yeah, people, as soon as you lose, you bottled it. Like, nah, sometimes you miss chances. Sometimes the other team plays better. I don't think we bottled it against City in that semi-final. I think City were just the better side and have the better manager, and it's shown. Our manager did nothing to change it. Harris says, the Sevilla game, we missed chances, but if our defense was patterned, we could have had a scoreline of 1-0. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but then you have to take chances. Yes, the defense should defend better, but your attackers need to do their business. That's what I would say. Even though I've got a sickening feeling that you horrible lot will win the league, I'm thinking with my head, I think City will win it. Yeah, man, you just trying to put the pressure on us, Ryan. I'm not falling for that. The pressure's on Liverpool. You lot are the defending champions. Favorites for the league and defending champions. Pulisic says, Flawless, I will never say Frank out because of his legacy as a player, but I want to respectfully part ways with him. So you've Lampard out already. Mazzo. Flawless, I'm listening to Get Rich or Die Trying after time, and it just makes me feel like a G. Every tune is a banger. Yeah, man, Get Rich or Die Trying. You lot, before I go, because I'm going to dip within about 10 minutes, let me know what membership perks you would like to see. Like I said, we're setting up the Sarcasm City TV membership perks. We are aiming to launch it before this month is out. Let me know what perks you would like to see. It will be free tiers. Obviously, we'll announce more. Anybody who knows about anyone who can create emojis and badges on YouTube, please DM me, message me, whatever, hit me up. You know where to find me. And that's me flawless. It's there. And that's me flawless right there. And that's me flawless. Yeah. Right. So I give my 50 years to go. I agree. United daily. What's your Burnley prediction? I'm gonna say 3-1 United. That's my prediction. 3-1 United. Don't ask me for scorers and all that, but I'm saying victory for United. I'm saying 3-1. 3-1. That's what I'm saying. 3-1 for Manchester United. All right. Any last questions you lot want me to add before I do leave? Let me know. Let me know. Get them likes up. Like Johannesburg says, like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. Also, as well, people, this show and all the other shows on the Sarcasm City TV network are also available on audio-only platforms. So if you want to listen to them as just podcasts, they're available on SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes, and wherever else you listen to podcasts. Just type in Sarcasm City. Underneath every YouTube video on this channel, you can find the links for them all. So go to the SoundCloud, make sure you follow the SoundCloud. If you're on Spotify, make sure you follow the Spotify. If you're on iTunes, make sure you rank, share, subscribe, and write us a review. 5-star us on iTunes as well. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Off topic with Flawless, you need to listen to 50's audio book. You're talking about Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. I've got it. I've actually bought the book. I've got the book. If that's what you're talking about. I've bought the book. I've got it. Yo, man, big up to everyone who's locked in. You lot stay there for a whole extra 40, 45 minutes and that dropping questions. Let me know. Let me know any more questions you have. But yeah, that's my Burnley prediction. Like I said, 3-1 Manchester United. Hopefully we go top of the league. We will be back on this channel 7:45 p.m. UK time for the live watch along. And then also catch me on the match reaction on Rance's channel on Red Talk. I hope you've enjoyed the ManDem United show as well, because we're here every Tuesday, every Thursday, 5 p.m. Myself and JV, and then we'll pop up with big guests. You know what I mean? We had Capo Extra Rob on here the week before. We had Musa on. Who knows we're gonna give you? Who knows we're gonna deliver to you lot next Tuesday? Who knows who we're gonna deliver to you lot next Tuesday? We out here. You know what I'm saying? We out here working. Big up everyone who's supporting. Though we appreciate it. And it is, like I said, not only did you get us over 1.5k subs very quick, you also made us eligible for monetization. So not only can you use like super chat, we'll now get a membership. And some of the perks will include Sarcasm City merch. Out here, Sarcasm City merch. You know what I'm saying? Johannesburg is saying 1-0 United. Ryan saying 2-0 United. Danish is saying 5-0. Yeah, you lot get your predictions into me before we close out the show. All Manchester United wins, I'm seeing. All Manchester United wins, I am seeing. And we have gone over 60 likes, haven't we? So that's exceptional. Salute to you lot. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. But yeah, man, I think that's the show. That's it. That is it. Again, I can't thank you lot enough, man. Love to you, what you lot have done. Yeah, me, for me personally, for the whole Sarcasm City TV brand, like, we appreciate it. Myself and the whole Sarcasm City TV team, we will continue to create content. Everyone stay safe as well during this pandemic as well. You get what I'm saying? Well, not pandemic. Stay safe during lockdowns. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, the merch soon come. But obviously, lockdowns kind of slowed all that down. Manny's saying 3-2 United. Make sure you subscribe to Manny Good Vibes as well. I hear you, Manny. Man said 3-2 United, you know. But yeah, 63 likes. All right. Bro, do you go live after the match? I'll be live on Rance's channel after the match on Red Talk. So that's where you can catch me. That's where you can catch me. But if you lot ask for it, we'll create something and get something sorted. You never know. But yes, people, this has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.